I just want to bring attention and awareness to the toxic masculinity where you guys started using the term gay and stuff like that because he's talking about his throat chakra. Are we kidding right now? Like, I
A man does not
think
do that, and that's between men. You could talk about your throat because you're a woman.
that no, here's the thing. See, this is why people are afraid to come out of the closet because
Oh my God.
I think that I'm just, I'm just saying, like we have to think about how we use terms like gay and use like it's not
Gay.
because he's spiritually inclined and he knows what a throat chakra is. We're throwing out the term gay because he's informed. What is that? What are we doing?
Gay.
What are we doing here?
Unfucking believable.
I think you have a solid point, right? So could you then also
Unfucking believable.
hold on, Sweeney. I got a question. Could you then also say the same thing to the black women that tell black men that they're gay for doing something? Do you hold the same energy?
And here we are deflecting. I mean, I have
No, answer the question.
I literally agree with you.
No.
Answer the question, little head.
My first statement was I agree with you.
All I'm saying is this: if you agree with me, agree with me. Don't then try to look for a way to try to invalidate what I'm saying.
How about you answer the question though?
Faced with a situation where women are saying the people I hang out with aren't calling men gay for like just stuff like knowing what a throat chakra
But I don't hang out with you, so what that got to do with anything?
All I'm saying
we don't hang out.
All I'm saying is this:
maybe you might want to hang out with somebody like me, and then your life might change because the people you hang out with maybe.
In what kind of way? Not.
Hey, she giving you an option, Mr. Lego. She said, "How would her life change if she was with you?" Here's your interview, Mr. Lego.
Well, you will have to experience it in real time because it's an actual experience, Andrea.
And cut. All right. So who got next on the particular video?
Andrea can't stop smiling.
Mike, go ahead. We go Mike, and then we go with you, Real Precious.
Oh wait, it's Marcus.
Oh, sorry, Marcus. I apologize.
It's okay. Your throat chakra wasn't in line, so you messed my name up.
Pause.
So look, I went and read up on what a throat chakra was because I'm not familiar with it. Why y'all was going back and forth. And it basically said the ability to bring your ideas into reality and vibrate from your inner soul and speak your truth out into the world. I might not use that language. No, it's not sexual at all. In no shape, way, or form is it sexual. It's all according to what I just read. It's all about not holding stuff within. So to his point, because I was a little confused on the throat chakra part because I knew nothing about that. But to his point, I think that he subscribed to like a broken window theory in policing, right? Is where you take care of all the small stuff so it doesn't become big stuff and it's solved before you get to the big issues. So they ticket the mess out of broken windows so you don't got 1,000 abandoned cars and people hustling in front of your house. I think that's a great technique, right? Because if you address things, they cannot become as big of an issue because somebody already know that you're going to have a problem with it at this level. So it won't even get to that level. The issue I think comes in with people is when you do express that at this level and you're not irate and they don't take you seriously. And then they continue to go further and further past the boundary that you set. So I think he was trying to clearly show how to identify a boundary and say, hey, this is my boundary. It might not be your boundary, but it's my boundary. I do not want you crossing this line right here. Once you cross this line, you have violated me. And that's for any person to set up. And I think if you do that, you can have healthy relationships, either with friendships or, marriage or partnership or whatever type of romantic relationship you got. But we all need boundaries. So in some summation, I agree with him.
That's what's up. The Real Precious. Yeah. What you got?
I totally agree with the guy in the video. I think that a lot of people struggle with speaking because they still have things that are hurting them. They have things that they haven't gotten out. Part of my story being adopted in foster care, a lot of people don't talk about that because they're ashamed, because they feel like they're different from other people. But you have to talk about those things. You have to get it out. And I think for men, because you guys do carry the world on your shoulders, or you assume that position, you rather not talk about it and you rather be about it, meaning that you're doing things to keep you busy, but it doesn't really flush out what's really going on in your mind and your heart and your spirit. That's what the throat chakra is. It is to clear out what's going on with you. And there are, I think there's 7 different chakras. I could be wrong, but that is one of them. And a lot of people don't speak on, even women, but men especially, because you guys, in my opinion, you guys are the creators of your world. So if you are letting things pass by, you're not speaking on it, you're not really regulating what's going on around you, then yes, you can still be productive, but at some point you're going to crash. I believe in letting people know what it is, okay? Meaning that you might be able to talk to them like that, but you're not going to talk to me like that, because they're not going to set the boundary with you, but I am. And people need to know that you're not somebody that can be played with, because if they do it one time, they're going to do it another time. And if they do it another time, then other people are going to see them do it another time, and they're going to think that they can do the same thing to you. And I think men especially, you need to say something. You need to say something to whoever it is. And like he said, you need to find a way to be expressive, because men can go 0 to 100 real quick and it becomes destructive. And you need to find a way to be productive with how you say things to people, so they know you mean business, and so that you can get it out, and so you don't have to repeat yourself again. Because if you have to repeat yourself again, then it's a problem. And then you learn how to really weed out who is really for you, who really not really for you, who respect your boundaries, and who feel like they can overstep your boundaries. So I think it's super important for men to talk about a lot of things. And the main root of those things are a lot of things that happen to men in their childhood. You know, a lot of men are raised by women who silence them. They either silence them or they don't pay them any mind. Like, boy, get out of here. Oh, you ain't supposed to do this. You ain't supposed to cry. You ain't supposed to go play somewhere. Right. And he's never, his feelings are never validated by anyone. And so then when he goes out into the world, it's like, all right, I got to work. I gotta do everything to make sure everyone is taken care of. But then he's not being taken care of. His feelings aren't being validated. He has no one to talk to. And no one ever really knows who this man truly is to his core. He's just doing things for people. And I don't think that men should travel throughout the world like that. Because at the end of the day, when that man goes away, when it's his time, who's going to really know him? Who's going to really be able to say, I knew him and what he went through? So I think that men do need that outlet, but men have to be the initiators of that for themselves. No one can do that for them.